Hey guys, this is Jerry Mateo with Plugin Boutique, and today we're going to be taking a look at Ujam's Virtual Drummer Solid. This is a really interesting and really simple to use virtual drum VSTI. As the name implies, it's virtual drummer. And I'm actually really digging this. The way that this works is it's designed to be as simple as possible. On the top, you have the controls, and I'm liking how they try to keep everything as close-knit as possible. I have an issue with a lot of virtual drum VSTIs that usually when you're playing them, you have to have a full-size keyboard in order to utilize the whole thing. But the way that this is done is it's all right next to each other. You see up here is your basic functions. So you have kick, side stick, snares, snare rims, toms. You have your hi-hat close, your pedals, your opens. You have your crash, your ride bells, your hi-hat half open, crash 2, you have your mutes and unmutes. And then you have your little groove library. Now, if you go to the styles, you'll see that you have a ton of different styles to choose from. And they basically all have completely different rhythms, feels, and styles. And it basically is a preset rhythms. So let's say I click on this. Right? And then we go to a chorus and maybe a breakdown. And if I change the style, it'll actually change the rhythms. And then we have a bunch of presets that basically design the overall feel for it. Right? And then after that, you can obviously change the styles. And then we have 5 different drum kits to choose from. We have soft, deep, natural, tight, and hard. Each one actually sounds way different. And then you have this slam function, which is basically a way of slamming it into processing like EQ and compression and stuff like that. You have your feel, which is push or pull. It's basically a great way to have a push or pull feel when you're playing. You have your humanize. In the middle is basically not doing much of anything. You have your amount, which is right here for the character. You have smooth, edge, retro, big, power, and crush. You also have a little bit of swing right here. And then you have your speed of 0.5. And then we have ×2. And this is all really cool because it follows your tempo. At the bottom, you have your mix control, which is basically your kick, snare, toms, hi-hats, ride, crashes. You have your room mics, your overheads, your reverb, and your output volume. This is extremely simple and extremely easy to use. And each one of these actually sounds way different. So let's say I went in the middle. We played like right here. And we changed it to natural and retro. Slam it. For deep, soft, hard. You can see how it basically changes the EQ and the compression utilized in 2 little macro controls, which is awesome. Now, I've created a user preset that I have for this song that we're actually in early production of. So this is actually really cool because it started off with just this rough idea. Right? We didn't have any drums to it. We didn't have any bass. And I used Solid to actually create a nice little drum beat. And then we wrote a bunch of other stuff to it. So let's see what Solid has actually managed to do for us. This is using the rolling deep preset. I've kind of tweaked it a little bit. I really like the basic sound that it had in the beginning. So I left it clean like that. And let's just see what this sounds like now. You can hear how it sounds really natural and really smooth and clean. Let's see if I change it to power. Let's go for retro. Edge. I like smooth because it's really smooth, gentle sound. So as you can see from there, I really utilize the actual styles and grooves that it comes with. And I really, really like how it sounds really natural. And if you want to, you can turn on Latch, which basically allows you to just hit one style and it'll continue that style until you hit, say, the fill, and it goes automatically back into it. And then that's when you'd utilize the stop function to stop the playing. But if you notice, this is a great way to really kind of create grooves and get songs done. I'm a huge fan of this. And this uses so little CPU that I could easily have 5 or 10 of these if I want to isolate each and every single hit. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. This is Jerry Mateo with Plugin Boutique, and I will see you guys next time.